You've heard about spending years or even decades of your life ruminating over seemingly failed relationships from the past, right? That's actually comfortable and familiar to you. It's so comfortable and familiar to you that it actually is a pattern that you repeat over and over and over again, right? It remains in your field of awareness, your field of self understanding, self reflection, self projection, right? You put that out there and it comes back to you and you create more of it in your life. And that's why you continue to experience more of it in your life, right? So you've heard of that, but have you actually instead heard of cutting things off emotionally, energetically? Like actually doing the work to stop the pattern and to instead heal? Have you heard about actually, instead of positively filtering, right? Looking at all the good times that you had with the person, right? Have you instead actually seen things for what they are, right? Stop the positive filtering and only focusing on the good fucking memories and actually see everything for what the fuck it was, which was nothing short of an atrocious shitstorm. You were fucking abused. And you may have been abusive to some extent, right? You may have even enabled behavior that you realize now you didn't want to, but you felt like you were in survival, and so therefore you did it. You're not a bad person. The person that you were with is likely not a bad person. I mean, it's not. There's no bad there, right? You were operating at your level of awareness that you were in back then. Survival, right? And that's the reality of it. But do you actually have to spend decades of your life ruminating, wondering, hoping, having beliefs that actually aren't true? Or can you instead cut the fucking bullshit, cut that off, do the work to heal, right? Because the reality of healing is that you actually see things differently, right? The fascinating thing about my experiences of healing is that I don't see things the way that I did previously. And I'm catching red flags like that. And I'm making decisions based on those red flags at fucking lightning speed. You may have been taught that it's fucking normal or natural or maybe even healthy to fucking ruminate and to wait around and to wonder and to hope and to, I don't know, be clouded with all these fucked up beliefs that waste fucking years and even decades of your life, wondering if a person is going to come back, right? You can do better. Not just in the person that you attract, but how you approach your own process of reflection. Do you actually want to wait around for fucking years and ruminate and wonder if you were the fucking person that fucked everything up, if you were the person that was the problem? Do you actually want to do that? Fuck the comfort and the familiarity. Fuck the normalization of what it is that you believe you're supposed to be fucking doing. Do you actually want to do that? I find myself asking more and more recently, asking myself more and more recently, if I actually want to do the things that I'm doing. Right? I was talking to somebody recently, no names, but I was connecting with them. And it's a woman, but the fascinating thing is that I found myself being called something that I didn't know if it was joking or not. I mean, you can usually tell, but I thought to myself, I was like, I don't like that. I don't. And I don't want to continue allowing myself to be in a situation like that with somebody. Because I'll make it very fucking clear right now. If you're not going to call me Chris or Christopher, don't fucking call me at all. Or unless, we're in a fucking romantic relationship. Cute names are different. Or if you're like a bro to me, it's different. Right? But if it's anything other than that, sayonara, you know? What do you actually want in your relationship? Whether platonic or romantic, but seriously, in this case, specifically romantic. What do you actually want? Do you actually want to spend the next years of your life or even decades of your life waiting around ruminating? Oh shit, I could have I had to have been the problem. It was me. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have done that. Why did I do that? I should uh that's not worth it. It's not. So, I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. It's fucking bullshit. Whatever it is that you learn to believe about how relationships are supposed to go in the fucking aftermath when things fall the fuck apart, and you learned because you probably had it modeled for you by your parents or caretakers that you're supposed to fucking get on this hopium game and wait around and fucking ruminate and, oh my god, if I just didn't say this, that, and the other, then we'd still be here having a good time. Really having a good fucking time? I highly fucking doubt that it was a good fucking time. I don't have to be a rocket scientist to understand that the people that are watching this video have probably been through some seriously fucked up shit in their relationships, which is exactly why you're fucking watching this video right now. Was it actually a good fucking time? I highly fucking doubt that it was actually a good fucking time. So the fascinating thing is that what our minds do is that they run this fucking train of positive filtering. Oh, but we did this and we did that and it was fucking nice. Oh yeah, but it wasn't nice when they called you a piece of shit. It wasn't nice when they called you a motherfucker or a loser or a pussy or an idiot or dumb. It wasn't nice when they said all these fucking things to you that you really didn't fucking like and all you wanted to do was be called by your fucking name. It wasn't fun. It wasn't nice when you put in all of this fucking effort into the relationship and you got fucking crumbs of love and affection that were intermittent, and you seriously questioned at many points in the relationship if the relationship was even going to be able to sustain. And guess what? Here you are with a relationship that has not sustained. Instead, it has crumbled to the fucking ground with you questioning your fucking worth. I don't call that a good fucking time. I don't. So this is why I find myself here also asking myself, what the fuck do I want in relationships? And was that even any relationship that I've ever had in my fucking life? Has that ever been anything in accordance with what it is that I actually want? And guess what? That's the fucking beautiful thing about awakening and about healing and about growing, is that you end up looking back and you're like, what the fuck? Right? You look back at the fucking train wreck and you're like, damn. Yeah, no, not at all what I want. Absolutely not. This is the point of healing. This is the point of growth. This is the point of change. And by the way, let me make this very fucking clear, as more so like a milestone towards the end of this video and the fucking theme and the meaning of all of this. The very reality of healing, like actually healing, like actually knowing what it is that fucked you up and doing the work to fucking heal that shit, right? You become a different person. Your energy becomes different. You become unattracted to things that you were previously attracted to, and you now become attracted to things that you previously were not attracted to. Your entire energy dynamic shifts and transforms. You become a different person. That's the reality of it. So, this person that you may have been ruminating about this entire time and being like, oh, I fucked up. It was me. I was the problem. No, you were just being gaslighted and manipulated into believing that it was all your fault when it clearly wasn't, because it takes two to make a fucking relationship. And I highly fucking doubt that it was all your fucking fault. You may have contributed to some things, but it definitely was not all your fucking fault. Right? So there is a point where you can look at the entire dynamic. You can cut that shit off, stop fucking ruminating, stop positive filtering and letting all of the good memories slide through and being like, oh, I fucking miss them so much. If I just didn't say this, that, and the other. You were walking on eggshells. If I just didn't say this, that, and the other. With no disrespect in that space, in a healthy and safe relationship, you should be allowed to openly communicate what the fuck you need to communicate without walking on fucking eggshells because you're fucking terrified because this person is fucking Cruella de Vil, the Wicked Witch of the motherfucking West. No. No. That's not a dope fucking relationship. That shit fucking sucks. Nobody wants to walk on fucking eggshells, right? So you can cut all of that emotional shit off and do better for yourself as you heal and as you take care of your emotional universe and actually heal those wounds and attract differently moving forward and actually become unattracted to dynamics that you were previously attracted to that were fucked up, that were based on survival in childhood, that was traumatic for you. Or you can spend years of your life, even decades, I've seen it, doing the same fucking thing over and over and over again, of ruminating, of believing that it's all you, it's all your fault, it's all your problem, being gaslighted into believing that you are a worthless fucking piece of shit and this is exactly the way that you're meant to be treated. You can absolutely spend the rest of your life doing that, but I don't know why you fucking would. So yes, I believe that it is bullshit that you should spend years of your life and question anybody that tells you that you should spend years of your life ruminating in some fucked up shit that goes fucking nowhere. It's cyclical, just like those fucking conversations, or I should say, atrocious, chaotic arguments that narcissists try to have with you. They're cyclical, they go fucking nowhere, they get you in a fucking headspin, right? It's bullshit. You can cut the emotional shit off. You can cut feeling bad about the situation off. You've got a fucking life to live, right? And you can absolutely live it just fucking incessantly ruminating about the same fucking thing over and over again, stressing yourself out, fucking up your mental, emotional, and biological health with it. Or you can cut it the fuck off, do the work, heal, feel different, be different, see different, choose different. Again, it's likely that what you've been taught to believe is complete and utter bullshit. These are the falsities. These are the fallacies. I'll go with that word instead. These are the fucking fallacies of relationships. All of the bullshit that you learn to believe about how you're supposed to fucking wait around and ruminate and this, that, and the other. Oh, it was all my fault. No, it wasn't. And there's actually a likelihood that it was very little your fault and you were just gaslighted and manipulated by a fucked up individual who has no capacity to take responsibility for their own mental health issues. So if you want to continue down that rabbit hole and get fucked up even more and continue to attract based on that, because, I'll end off with this. If you continue living a life of ruminating over your past failed relationships where you are not the fucking problem that you were led to believe that you were, you're going to keep that in your energy dynamic pattern and in your energetic dynamic pattern. That's a better way of saying it. And then what are you going to do with that? You're going to continue to attract the same thing that you did before and continue to have relationships with the same thing you did before and continue the same fucking patterns of putting yourself in a relationship with somebody that was just like the past. And then having that relationship not working out and then you going back into the same cyclical patterns. Oh, it was me if I just didn't say that. It's the same thing over and over again, which is why it's important to cut that off. Cut the fucking bullshit of relationship fallacies out of the fucking picture. It's all beliefs. It's all bullshit. It's not true, right? And do better for yourself. If you have the opportunity to, no matter how fucking challenging it is, because I will validate the hell out of that. Yes, it can be challenging. But if you can do it, Why not?